All right, this is the next episode of Forever Group's podcast. We got
Right. I looked at Riley. I don't know why. We got Ryan.
Diego,
Riley.
Reed.
and yeah. So I think Riley's gonna start us off. He said he had some pre-written topics that he thought we should discuss. So just want to go ahead and dive right into that.
Well, yeah. So one of the big topics that I've realized is a problem
Yeah.
is being on time to stuff. No matter how hard I try and be on time,
Reed's over here.
even if I leave on time, I'll somehow not get there on time. And it's just
Yeah.
kind of I don't know as a videographer if that's just a thing or if that's
Bro, that's
yeah.
relatable.
Honestly,
yeah.
Honestly, I can't relate to that. I feel like, if anything, I am always early.
I stress over that stuff.
You can expect my ass to be 5-10 minutes early, no matter what. Because I especially a film job, if I gotta show up and film a football team, I gotta get warm-ups.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at things. I had a basketball coach my freshman year, and he's like, if you're not early, you're late. Or maybe it was my football coach. Honestly, I don't remember. But that kind of stuck with me. If you're not early, you're late.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about being early is you maybe have to wait around a little bit. But I feel like the people that hired you, it definitely shows a little initiative.
Yeah, for some reason I stress that, because it is a big problem. So one time I had to film in Pocatello, and I wouldn't say I was running late, but if I didn't get going, I wasn't gonna be there on time. So I was going, 105 miles an hour, like that to Pocatello. Yeah, definitely having a good okay, this is what I have to do. This is the time. One thing that helps me a lot is instead of just looking at the clock, I'll set a timer to how much time I have left. So okay, there's an hour and 45 minutes until I have to be here. So that kind of puts in mind for perspective of okay, I got to get my camera bag ready here. I got to be dressed. I just always like to be prepared for that because the last thing I'm not trying to do is be late. But yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't think being on time is a problem for me, but time management is my problem.
Yeah, it's well.
I need to map things out of my entire day or I will be late. Whenever I go to film, 30 to 45 minutes before I leave, do I have all my equipment? Do I have everything I need to have in my bag to build my equipment? Do I have my mic? Do I have my mic cord? Because you forget one of those things and your entire project is not done, but it's screwed up and you can't film the way you want to film.
Literally,
At the Centennial game, I forgot my handle in my monitor attachment. Not the monitor, just the attachment.
So what'd you do? Just hold it?
No, I called my dad. I said, Dad, please come and drop this off. Unfortunately, it was free, so he was able to. But if he wasn't able to do that, I'm not using my monitor, and I'm just sitting there on a little screen.
Yeah.
So time management is honestly the most important thing.
One time, it was the state basketball tournament or whatever in Nampa.
Yeah.
I got there, I went through security, got everything, walked into the locker room, and I broke my HDMI cord from my monitor. Right.
They suck, bro.
Oh.
They're so bad.
That's what I'm excited for about the A7 III because it has an HDMI plug-in.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah, not just it has the full.
Yeah.
It has the full.
Time
So
management thing
yeah,
is
so then
hard.
basically I had to go home, all the way out of this giant building, rushing home, right? And then of course the way I go home is construction now, so it's closed. So I'm in 5 o'clock traffic in Nampa, trying to get back to Meridian, and then I finally go grab another cable from my house, get back, have to go through security. It was if I wasn't on time, too early on time, I'd been done for.
Yeah.
So it's you just always have to prepare for the worst. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I have 2 HDMI cords because those things suck, bro.
Yeah, they're horrible.
They're so loose. You don't have them at the perfect angle. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
My thing with time management is my mind's always going 80 different ways. Literally, as I got out of work, I was like,
Do you have
yo,
ADHD?
it's 6:50. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking my meds anymore. But I was like, yo, it's 6:50. I have time, so I'm just gonna go whip over to Dee's house, be there 30 minutes early.
Perfect.
And then I saw Starbucks,
Gosh.
so I had to stop there. And by the time I was done there, it was 7:15. I was like, there goes my goal.
Yeah. Well, you were on time though, because you
I thought I
texted
was
me.
gonna be early, and then y'all are here. I'm like, fuck.
You texted me, and I was like, I thought you meant we're in the studio. I'm like, no, we're not. We're upstairs. But I was like, he's not here though, is he? And then I checked your snap, and I'm like, oh, he's actually here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Ryan just here because Rita's always hanging out.
Yeah, we just went to the
I
gym.
think he's been here since 1:45.
Yeah.
Did some senior pictures and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, have you done your senior pictures?
I
Yeah,
did it back in June.
I did them right here in the walkways.
Nice.
That's sick though. Honestly, that's a nice backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We tried to go out and do more later, but it just kind of turned
Dude.
into a really crappy day
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
quick.
Bro, it went
Yeah.
quick.
All right, so let's get back to like time management. I mean, I guess the question, one of the big questions could be like, how do you time manage? Do you write things down? Do you put it in your head? Do you have it on your phone? Like, what do you do to make sure that you are on time?
So like for shoots, I put it in my calendar, and I'll do like a remind me like a day before and then an hour before, and then after I see that throughout the week, I kind of like, okay, Friday I have this at this time.
So you just
But
kinda
if I'm kind of remember, and like I also write it down. But if I'm sitting down to like edit a video, or like if I have stuff to do
yeah.
during the day, I'll just write it down on a list. I don't like have times. Like I'll just write it down because
This spell?
Just a straw.
Oh,
I'll get a paper towel.
I got like
later.
Starbucks.
Okay, anyway.
But I don't like try and do like time blocks. I just have a bunch of shit and then I just knock them off the list.
I would
But
say I'm around the same thing. I just kind of keep stuff in my head that I need to do. Like, I don't think I ever forget anything about filming or editing, but like, because I like genuinely like care about that. But like school and stuff like that, bro. Like I forget
Oh,
things.
man.
Like,
School's a
every
different
day.
story.
Like, not only do I like not forget, like I don't care to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
My teachers will send out notifications when the meeting is starting, like 5 minutes before the meeting starts,
Yeah.
and I'll still forget that
Yeah.
shit.
Literally,
Like, oh.
I woke up this morning, it was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, my class is already over. Let's just go back to bed. I was like, you know what, I couldn't, there's only so much I can do when the class ended 40 minutes ago.
yeah.
But like, it's because with school, I just don't necessarily, it doesn't really register with me. But how you're saying, like you set a date in your calendar, I always have the biggest fear of like, I'm gonna have like, you know, a client, like, we're gonna like make a date to shoot, and I'm gonna completely forget it. Like, hey, where were you yesterday? Like, oh, dude, that's like one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
Like, just completely space it. Like, I'm afraid like that's gonna happen to me one day. Just like I don't know why. It's just like that's my biggest fear. It's just, yo, where were you yesterday when we had our shoot?
That's
And
why
You're like,
I struggle with early morning stuff.
Yeah.
Because not only does my alarm not wake me up sometimes, I feel like I'm not the best at setting my alarm either. Like I feel like sometimes it just doesn't sound.
Yeah.
Like either my ringer's on or my volume's on up. But sometimes I'll wake up at school and the alarm will have been going off for like 40 minutes, but it's not making any sound. And I'm like, shit.
On
Yeah,
those,
my
like,
first period.
Those early morning shoots, I almost just, I go to bed and like, I don't know, what, 5, and like
In the morning?
later at night, and then I wake up at 3 just so I have
No.
that extra 4 hours
so,
to be like.
so when Reed gets the gate code and it's pound 5.
Just pounding it in.
No.
God.
it's like, sorry, man. It's only like a
Sorry.
couple hours of sleep.
Reed's at the gate like 5 minutes, like 5 hours before the shoot.
No, the longest I stayed out there, I think it was like 20 minutes just pounding.
So is that why you're always late?
Yeah.
Is good? Oh my
I
god.
never understood it.
So if anyone are wondering, the gate code here is the pound sign 5151. Reed thought it was you have to pound the numbers, like pound them in to work. So he's hitting pounding 5151.
Like he's pressing it hard,
not the
pressing
not the
button.
symbol. So it's not opening for him.
I'm pounding that shit.
Like Reed calls me, he's like, bro, it's not working. I'm like, Reed, I don't know what to tell you. It's pound 5151. He's like, I know, I'm pounding it. I was like,
this fool.
what? He's like, I'm pressing it hard, bro. I swear. I was like, no, the hashtag sign, Reed. The hashtag
I was
sign.
like, shit, that's all I had to say.
But yeah.
But,
That's funny.
like, yeah, being on time is.
Probably the most important thing.
I used to like always be on time, always be early, and then I remember one of my clients. I was pretty like close with him just because we worked together a lot, and he was kind of like that too. He was struggling with time management. He was like, "Don't ever let this become a habit because
Yeah.
like you won't be able to get out of it." I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, it won't." And then like, I'm only like 10 minutes late to like meetings and stuff, but I mean,
Yeah, we
but in the world that I'm in, everyone else is also late too.
Yeah, that's
So
what's
it's
okay.
fine. It's fine.
I've got a story for you.
All right,
like
let's
it's
hear it.
stupid, and I didn't even bother telling you guys about it because I was like, this chick. So I was sitting in class.
At least you
right?
didn't bring her.
Huh?
At least you didn't bring her to the meeting.
No, dude,
She's over there.
She's not.
She's
no.
outside. Stay in the car.
No, shut up.
Sit in the
Alright,
back of the
anyways,
fucking truck.
we're sitting in class, right? And it's this black chick, okay? She's like, I saw your Instagram story, so you guys are doing like weddings and stuff? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. She's like, well, my apartment's doing a big barbecue. I'm like, yeah, where's this going? She's like, do you guys think you could film that? I'm like,
How big is it?
the apartment?
How big's the
Hey,
apartment?
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
not that big.
Oh, well, I mean, if
And
they're
they're
paying,
not
I'll,
gonna
I'll,
pay.
Oh, and I'm busy that day.
An apartment barbecue?
Yeah.
No,
Is it
absolutely
free food
not.
though? Is it free bevs?
See, when you said that first, I was like, dude, if she's willing to,
I mean,
pay a
some
couple
African
grand.
food, some African food.
Good.
It's either a win or a loss with that.
No, this guy hit me up over the weekend to come film his tournament, and he wanted 2 full days of filming and 2 videos, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. And he's like, I'm like $600, like that is cheap for 2 full days of filming.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah,
11:45
very
to
cheap. That's very cheap.
11:45 to like say 6. when
That's
the
counting
championship
gas
was. It
money,
was Monday,
transportation,
it was Monday
editing.
and Sunday, and he's like, sorry, but I can't do that. And I was like, in my head, I was like, what did you think I was gonna like?
Yeah.
Like, what were you gonna offer me? Because he asked me how much I charge for the football videos. I was like, I don't. They're for free. And he had everything set out. Like we had times, dates, and everything. And it got to the price, and he was like, I was like $600. And I even went down to 500, and he still was like, it's still out of my budget. Which I completely understand. It was a $20 entry fee tournament, but you gotta like understand if you're coming to one of us, like you better have like some deep, like $600
Better have
for
some
2 days
money.
of filming with
Yeah.
my equipment.
And then
is
you gotta-
not
You need some
expensive.
deep
And you're gonna spend
pockets
the-
for that, yeah.
You know you're gonna spend the rest of the week editing it too, so that's like a week's worth of work.
Exactly. And like no disrespect to the guy, but like it just wasn't like very like professional, I guess, like to reach out to me and like not expect.
And then
like,
lowball you like that?
Yeah, but
He didn't even lowball
He didn't even
you.
offer me a price. I didn't even know what he was gonna offer me. But
I would say that's so. Like on that note, basically knowing your clientele before you even like really start talking numbers is huge.
it's probably important. Yeah.
Because like for example, this one group reached out to me, and at first like, okay, I could be charging 300, right? That was like my initial like, okay, I'll charge 300, not that big of a video.
Yeah.
Then after we met, walked through the headquarters, I'm like, okay, this is a multi-million-dollar company. $300 is nothing. So then
Yeah.
when I sent him the invoice, I just was like, all right, $575. And in worst case, like scenario, they decline it, so I'll just go lower. But then,
Sorry, typo.
Yeah.
but yeah, I was like, oh, sorry, whatever. But then they ended up paying it, no questions asked. So like knowing what the company is or who like your client is huge, and also it's huge because if you ask too much and you don't get the job because you're asking too much,
yeah.
versus except for Rocky, they don't pay me that much, but the experience I get, the connections I it's just
That's where you
all
started.
yeah, all around experience, like what they've done for me and everything. It's like I don't necessarily care to get paid.
Yeah, just-
So I'm not gonna turn that down because they're not willing to pay me
Exactly.
$300 a day.
Yeah, that's how I feel about football, like for high school. But this
Yeah.
guy was verified on Instagram. I was like, okay, he's
Valid.
probably got some pockets. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely respond to this one. No, I guess not.
Damn.
But,
Like that's one thing is like knowing your worth.
Knowing your worth.
Knowing your worth.
Mhm.
Ryan, I was when I was on the Page podcast.
Yeah.
Chad, I asked one of the questions I asked was like, what was the toughest thing to get over like in your career or whatever, and he was saying that like the hardest part was knowing exactly how much you're worth
Yeah.
and like not being afraid to like charge.
Yeah,
more.
because like it's we're not like mowing lawns. Like
Yeah.
it's an art, so it's
This is
it's,
our
it's,
knowledge.
it's
Yeah,
whatever you
exactly.
think you're
Yeah,
worth.
exactly.
It's what you're worth.
Like we've been learning this for
Yeah.
years.
Like obviously
Well,
you can overprice yourself, but
According to Brooke, it's a hobby.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
hobby.
hobby.
yeah.
but
hobby.
yeah. So like, but according to Brooke, that's why it's hard to know your worth, because it's like you're not doing just one job. It's like everyone has a different way of doing it or different approaches. So it's like really
price
hard to
everything different.
yeah, it's really hard to price things. I'm starting to do it's like my pricing is one of the big factors is how busy am I? Like, okay, do I
Yeah.
need, or like if I need the money or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like if I'm busy and I'm doing good that month with money, it's like, all right, I'll charge them this much. If they don't want it, that's
They
their
don't get
loss.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if I'm trying to hustle and like, okay, maybe like it's something new, I'll go lower and understand like you have to hustle things. But there's also a point where if you're just gonna be hustling, you got to know your worth. So that's important.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick PSA. If you want a video and you don't want to pay what I charge, that is completely fine. But don't complain to me and do not ask for a lower price. There is a certain videos that I will do for athletes for free. If I really, really like the way you play, I will do your video completely free. I got my guy's Ben Ford, Division I athlete. That video is easy to make. He has highlights out of his ass. Every time he touches the ball, I can put it in a video no matter what. Jackson Stampley, same way. Seth Feek, point guard for Eagle, same way. I have to really, really like your game, and you have to be a really talented athlete in my book for me to do something for you for free.
Yeah.
And if you're just like a normal athlete, that is completely fine. I would still love to work with you, but it is going to cost at least $100, and that's like the
That's a
minimum.
cheap price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't necessarily say don't lower the price. Just don't lowball. That's
Yeah.
the big thing. Like,
Yeah.
sure, we can talk prices, but just if I quote you a video for $600,
Yeah.
don't say 50. Don't
Yeah.
say 100. The minimum, maybe 450,
Yeah.
475.
It's like,
Exactly, yeah.
Depending on like what it is.
Yeah,
depending on what it is.
but like what you're saying with like those top athletes, people are gonna watch those videos. So it's
That
like
is
you get,
free promotion. for
yeah.
me.
Like I did a free video for Rocky last year, like
Yeah.
during quarantine. It was like just a simple drone video that I saw on Facebook. I was like, next to the the principal, like, hey, I'd love to
So
do
the
this.
thank you athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, the reason I did that is because that got almost like 1,500 likes on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I got like
that was-
5,000 views.
That was a perfect video.
Yeah,
for the
so it's
time.
like, and I remember checking the analytics. It was like 259 people reshared it on their story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, I did the video for free, but 259 people promoted my video on their Instagram.
You're getting all that publicity.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So it's
also-
like,
yeah, you didn't make that video for someone. You made it for everybody.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So people would like to share it.
Yeah,
it's not just
exactly.
about one certain
It's kind of like, it's literally one of those, like, if you're filming for somebody that can offer you, like, content.
Yeah.
Not content, but like, yeah, content
Yeah.
and publicity. It's like, it's one of those, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch
Yeah,
yours.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like, you get some and you take
I have
some.
no problem helping out and doing like work for free. First of all, if I enjoy you as a person, that's a big factor. If
Mhm.
you've supported me from the beginning, also, I am more likely to lower my price or help you out at all.
Yeah.
Because honestly, support is the biggest thing. Right now, I could care less about getting paid. I live a comfortable life. Yes, I need money for equipment, but I don't have to pay rent, pay for food, pay for any of that stuff. So I'm not too worried about the price. And if I like you as a person and as an athlete, I am much more likely to help you out with pricing and stuff like that. But if you come at me telling me I'm not worth that, there's absolutely no way I'm even going to work with you in the future.
Yeah, I just think people aren't necessarily educated on like what goes into video because they see, oh, you did an Instagram video for this guy. Yeah, well, you didn't see the time that I spent,
Driving
coming up with
there.
ideas, going there, like everything that leads up to it. They just see, this final video, like, oh, that's a cool video. Why don't I do that?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people kind of get misunderstood of the fact that this is a a production. It's not just a little Instagram video.
It's not like people. I have people tell me all the time. They're like, "So what's the difference between your videos and my videos?" I'm like, "Well, the difference is you're shooting on a Canon T6
The qualities
or
are different.
T5,
The
and
creativity.
you're not cropping. First of all, on Instagram, you've got black bars that are just
The video
not
right
even
there.
even. Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? There's no difference? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, do you even have a monitor? What the hell is a monitor? Come on.
Yeah, I think right now it's like everything's moving so quick. With just who wants videos and whatnot, so you have to really understand. Okay, are they worth my time or not?
Yeah.
Like what for you, Riley? I feel like that's a kind of a tough thing for you because you do a lot more professional businesses. So when you're like talking prices with them, is it a bargain or is it this is my price? Do you like how does that work?
So luckily for me, since I have plenty of clients, but it's to the point where I can still customize every video
Yeah,
to
yeah.
them. So like you were saying, know your clientele.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take the client and be like,
Yeah.
okay, they're gonna pay
Exactly.
$600 or they are only gonna pay $200, and then I think that also feeds into the final product
Mhm.
of how
Oh,
it
yeah,
turns out.
100%,
Like
absolutely.
$600 video versus a $200 video,
Yeah.
almost completely different.
Yeah. And also with videos, I try to add a personal touch, something new, something creative into every single video. So when people see your video, they can associate it with a cool effect, a cool light transition,
Yeah.
a cool something. I'm not trying to pump out a video that looks the same for everyone. I try to change it, and that takes time.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand. Like if if I'm getting paid for a video, I am going to put a lot of work into that editing, especially if it's a good paycheck.
Yeah.
If you ask me to just to throw together some like iPhone clips, like, bro, I am not doing that. I'm sorry. People will hit me up with their iPhone clips. Hey, can you edit this for me?
Yeah, a little PSA, guys. There's iMovie. It's literally not that hard to use iMovie.
Look
If you
up-
have your own iPhone clips, please just use iMovie instead of trying. Because I feel bad even
Saying no.
I feel bad saying no and like trying to like tell you a price because it's so easy. So please, if you have iPhone clips of your huddle, just put them together yourself.
That's nice though, because like someone's to hit me up with iPhone clips. They haven't yet. I'd charge them. I'd be like,
Oh, but then-
yeah,
I don't want to put my
50
brand on that.
bucks.
Exactly, and then it's like
Yeah, exactly.
I got to the point when I was editing just other people's content. I was like, okay, I'm making money, but it's like I'm like doing the dirty work of like stuff I don't necessarily need anymore.
Or you even want to do.
Yeah, it's like I'm not making my brand value anymore because I'm not promoting it on my brand
Yeah.
because it's not good content. So it's like, why am I doing this? I think the problem is I'm like, I have a talent. We all have a talent with what we do, and it's like we're editing this stuff. It's like anyone could be doing this. So it's like I think
Yeah.
that's where I like
It's
just
just
say
piecing
no.
it
Yeah, it's
together.
literally just time.
Yeah, like this guy that I work for right now, this is the only time I've ever done this and the only time I think I ever will. But he had individual clips that he wanted me to make for a hype video. And so I'm working with this guy. I plan to go out and film him for a 7-on-7 team.
right.
But for anybody else, I hate doing that. If it's not my footage that I shot or similar to high quality footage, I absolutely hate doing that. Just because, like, one, it doesn't represent the type of brand I am. If someone sees that video, they think I have that type of camera quality.
Yeah.
They don't want to reach out to me. So it's just like a struggle. Like yes, if you need something professionally done with clips you have, we could do it. But I'm not trying to put my brand on that, and I'm definitely not posting that on my
And you're
page.
definitely you can't guarantee like
I can't guarantee how good that video is gonna be.
like
I don't get to frame out my shots.
I'd
and
make it.
everything
I
like
just
that.
don't
Yeah.
expect a story.
yeah
You're like,
Repost.
please don't tell people I did this.
yeah
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah, but then like
Don't tag me.
the
Yeah.
people with iPhone clips will also be like if I want to charge them, like, I feel bad because it's like
yeah. Like you
it's
gotta
not
make
good,
money.
It's not good like quality, and like if I want to
Like
do
you're
this,
robbing them basically.
Exactly. So I feel bad. Like someone hit me up the other day to like put together these like clips of their brother's flag football team. And I was like, look, like I'm sorry. Like I can't do this. First of all, I don't work for free, and what I would charge you for this is not worth it. I'm just telling you right now, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Download iMovie, like Ryan said. Go watch a YouTube video. Download a song. YouTube MP3. It's
Yeah.
not hard.
I think people see like, oh, this kid makes videos. Well, I have a video that needs to be done. Why don't I just let him? Like, I'll do things for you. Like that's my job.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be your bitch when it comes to like editing. Like
Yeah.
that's just not what I do. Yeah, I don't see myself ever like. Yeah, there's no really exception I would have on that. Like, maybe if you're huge and you hit me with a story shout out, but like, there's really no.
Yeah, if Steve Cook hit me up
Yeah.
to edit some gym videos with an
Yeah.
iPhone 12, I'd be like,
I'd do it.
oh yeah, no problem, I got you.
Cause yeah.
For free,
But
yeah.
the
for
promotion
free.
on that is
Yeah.
your return.
The
is
ROI
crazy.
is
Yeah,
outweighs
exactly.
2+ million
So I think
followers.
ROI is a good thing to look at when you're doing
Return.
free
And
work.
For people who don't know, ROI is return on investment.
Yeah. So basically, so you're not getting paid money, but I'm trying to think of a good place where I like didn't get paid money, but got good connections.
Like
Football.
my example.
Yeah,
is
okay.
Football.
Yeah, football, I guess. So like, when I first started just shooting like football videos, I wasn't getting paid. I didn't care to get paid, but I didn't even really know like business stuff much. And then I realized now everyone that watched because I got my like 8th grade videos were getting like 3,000 views on YouTube. They were getting quite a bit of views.
I saw those.
I
Like,
remember
your
seeing
channel
them
was
too.
popping off.
Yeah, because I think I was just like like the only thing doing like
You were the
middle
only
school.
one.
Yeah.
What's
And
your
so-
friend Bo's name?
Taylor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw his. I remember.
Scooter
I think,
video,
yeah, I think I was
like
in like
2015 or
third.
16.
No, I was in like 4th or 5th grade. I
Yeah.
saw it. And I was like, I'm gonna start making videos. I'm gonna start making scooter videos.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then I watched Tanner Fox. I'm like, that finished it off for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm starting.
Yeah, so like you just gotta see it. If you can see like an ROI, like okay, maybe I'll do this, but you also have to look at okay, is it just simply worth my time? am I worth the money? Like, it's not always money. It's just, is it worth my time? All right.
Okay, so this is gonna be the end of this segment. We came up with a new idea, so we're gonna start recording that one. But if you made it to the end, thank you. We appreciate the listen.
Yeah, reshare, post it on your
Yeah.
story.
Follow.
Yeah,
Follow the
follow.
podcast.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.